1.5 hook eye lengths behind the hook eye. And I tie my polypropylene in right there. Okay. The next thing I do is I wrap it down.
Polypropylene route.
You use the whole thing, or just?
No, no. If you look at the strand, you'll see it divides into 3 pieces.
Yeah.
All you need is 1/3. All you need is 1/3 of it. Now I take that and I wrap it down about halfway down the hook shank. And then I'll go in there with the scissors and I'll clip out about half of it.
Halfway down the stop right there. Stopping.
Let's try to keep it on the top of this.
Yes.
Oh, I see. You're leaving a little bit then.
Well, I wrap it down halfway and I clip out about half of it.
Okay.
And so it tapers the body down a little bit as it's going down.
Stop right there. So you take it out half of it.
And then take it and go all the way down around the bend so that you're like 2/3 to 3/4 of the way down the bend. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
And then I'll wrap it and I'll fill up all the gaps as I go back up to the top. Yep. So that there's none of the white showing.
Oh. The white just builds up the body a little bit.
Well, the white will actually show through the larva lace when you come in. And the good thing about this larva lace is it's clear. So if you want a darker midge, if you're getting some dark red, almost black, just use black thread underneath it, and that'll turn this really dark red. If you want it brighter, use a white thread underneath it, and it turns it almost orange. Now you tie in the larva lace. Now what I did, if you look at it, I cut the tip at an angle, a sharp angle. Okay. Okay. Then I tie it in right back there. Now pay attention to where I'm tying it in. Pay attention to where I'm tying it in because you see how much space I have where the hook eye is. I tied it in around two hook eye lengths back and tie it in real tight because the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, stretch it as I'm pulling backwards. Stretch it and I stretch it fairly tight as I wrap it back down all the way down to where I ended the thread last time, and then I come right back up again.
Just a loose wrap back. Right?
No, tight. Yeah.
Tight.
Stretch the larva lace as you go back, and okay. Yep. Now I wrap the larva lace up, one wrap in front of the other, and I stretch it as I pull it up front. So you got to put a lot of tension on this thing.
Are you overlapping or are you just butting
No,
it up?
just butting it one wrap right in front of the other.
Thanks. It's like dancing all over the table.
You stretch it and tight spiral it back to the front.
Yep.
You get her, get base it, but right next to one another.
And you want to stretch it as you do that.
Are you pulling pretty tight?
I'm pulling fairly tight, yes.
Not to the hand.
Okay. Once you get up to the tie-in point, tie that off right there.
Let go of his hand. No, when you go down, give your thread a touch. No. You should leave go.
Yeah, it's neat stuff to tie.
Tug. Watch.
Now, because this peacock is a little bit on the skinny side,
Yeah.
yep, I'm using 3. I usually use 2, but I'll tie in 3.
By the tips of the butts.
I prefer to tie in the tips, but since this is so thin, well, we'll tie it in the tips.
Just come back a little bit.
Yeah, come back from the tips a little bit.
So you're saying put three together?
Three together.
Just get it
Yep.
pretty close and take scissors.
Fine, so you can use it.
That's a big one.
Okay.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Mine are-
And to give it some strength, I'll wrap it around the tying thread. So what I do is I'll first flip it over the top and then wrap it around the thread while it's down on the bottom. That prevents it from putting a loop in the peacock when you go through there. Yeah.
How many peacock strands?
Three. And you're wrapping towards the eye 3 turns?
Yep.
Okay.
Very cool.
How you doing? Right where it is. Okay, no. Stop. That.
Okay. Now the way I go to finish it is I just pick up the polypropylene,
Am I done with this?
put a couple of wraps in front, and then put a whip finish. That's all there is to it.
So it's fixed up.
Create like a cone, and I can get everything pulled back like that, and then you can make that 3 or 4 turns.
Let's go ahead and put these one ahead on here now.
And now you're gonna do your hat. No, wrong finger. Change hands.
Got it? Now the last step, clip this short. All you want is a little stub sticking off the front.
So this is all hanging out the back?
Nope. And you come down at the bottom and you clip this even shorter.